Let's understand the chapter light in 10th standard. So, in the chapter called light, reflection, and refraction, we can understand the basic of chapter light. So, as we know that whatever we are seeing surrounding us is due to the light, and our eyes plays a role to see that objects. Whatever you see around yourself in the places wherever you go, why you are seeing that objects, there is a science behind it. The light plays a very important role, and your eyes are containing lenses. Your eyeball contain a lens which focuses the object whichever you are seeing with the help of a light over your retina, which behaves as a screen. The lens captures the light and the image, and that image of that object which you are seeing with the help of a light enters your eyeball. There a lens is present which focus the image. The lens focuses that image on the retina. It is focused in an inverted way because it is the lens of your eyeball is a convex lens which focuses that image over the retina. Retina will play as a screen. So if you have seen the projector in the theaters and all, same as that a projector projects the image of that film over the screen, and it is a real image, inverted image, but they have kept the real upside down, so erect image is formed. In the same way, your eyeball also consists of a convex lens. So whenever the light over the objects enters your eyeball and it forms an image over the retina, which is a real image, which is an inverted form. The retina is connected with the optic nerve which carries the signal to your brain, and the brain decides what images you are seeing. So this is how the formation of images forms with the help of a light, plays a very important role in the formation of image whatever you are seeing. So in this way, so the lens which is present in your eyes is a convex lens. Same thing, these lenses are further divided into different categories according to its function and whatever for purpose it is used. So we have different categories of lenses. One is called as convex lens, another is called as concave lens. There is again a double convex lens, there is again a double concave lens, and plano concave, plano convex. So these are all the different types of lenses, and there are also a mirrors, that is a plane mirror, and again there is a concave mirror and convex mirror. So these types of mirrors are also used for different purposes. So as you go, as you have understand that lenses, if you consider lenses, we have convex lens, double convex lens and all. So to understand these lenses, you have to know a basic concept called the, if you take a lens, any convex lens, the line passing through that center or optic center of that lens is called as principal axis. So the imaginary line which is passing through the center of the lens, we called it as a principal axis. The point in between where the line of incident intersect the principal axis is called as a principal focus. So the principal focus lies in between center of curvature and the center of curvature and the optic center of the lens. So it is called as principal focus. So the line which is passing through the imaginary line which is passing through the center of the lens is called as principal axis. And if any line, any light is incident over the convex lens, that light is whenever it gets refracted through the lens, it passes intersect the principal axis, that point is called as principal focus. So the principal focus lies in between a principal optic center and center of curvature of the lens. So by understanding that this imaginary line which passes through the center optic center of the lens is called as principal axis, and we divide this principal axis into three divisions. So one is called as a center of curvature, another is called as a principal focus, and the optic center of the lens. This same thing is for the concave lens also, and even for the plano concave and convex lens. And again, if we move on to the different images formed when the object is kept in between center of curvature, when it is kept in principal focus, and so on. So these we have to understand when the object is kept between center of curvature, how the image is formed; when it is kept between principal focus, how the images are formed. So why these images are formed? Because whenever the light get incident, a lens plays a very important role in focusing that images, or whether it may be real or it may be unreal. So according to the lens whatever we have taken, the images are formed. We have to understand one by one by understanding the nature of that lens. Again, we have concave lens. In that also, the line passing through the center is called as principal axis. Again, there is a principal focus and there is a center of curvature. We have a mirror category also, where we call it as a principal axis, and there is also a center of curvature and a principal focus. So these are all the concept of lenses and mirrors. So now let's understand what is reflection. So whenever you see your face in front of a mirror, so what you see your face. Why you can see the face on the plane mirror? It is because that plane mirror is reflecting the image of your own image when you are standing in front of you. That image enters through your eyeball, the lens of the eyeball, and forms a real and inverted image in your retina, and that retina is connected with the optic nerve. It gives a signal that you are seeing something. So this plane mirror works as a reflection. So reflection is nothing but bouncing back of light or from any plane surface is called as reflection. So it may be in the form of image. So bouncing back of light from any plane surface is called as a reflection. Now let's understand what is a refraction. Whenever a light enters from one medium to another medium of different refractive indexes, so the bending of light takes place whenever from air medium to water medium, or air medium to oil medium, or air medium to glass medium. So whenever the light enters from one medium to another medium, because of there is a change in refractive indexes of that material, there is a change in the direction of the path of the light. That shift in the direction of light is called as refraction of light. So this is called. Again, we divide it into different categories, the total internal reflection, and so on. So these were the different categories which you will learn in a chapter called light. So in this, the important thing is that you have to know what is a reflection, you have to know what is a refraction, you have to know what is a refractive indexes of different material, you have to know the imaginary line, detail about the imaginary line, that which is called a principal axis. You have to know what are the different types of images formed whenever the object is kept within kept on the center of curvature, and when it is kept in principal focus. So different types of images is formed that you have to understand properly. And also the mirage, what is mirage, how it is formed, you have to understand that. So these are the basic concept of what you have to understand in the chapter called light. So light plays a very important role in your life. So these are the some basic points of the chapter called light which you have to know. Again, there is a lens formula, mirror formula, which you can are used to calculate the formula, calculate the image, length of the image and dimension, height and all those things, and where the images is formed with the help of lens. And these are formulas you have to use to find out a different calculation and size of the images and all. So these are the basic thing which you should know in the chapter called light. We'll be back with some more knowledgeable video. Till then, have a nice day.